project for that packboard is I wanted something metal. I got a whole mess of different thicknesses of alloy. I've got copper, I got all kinds of stuff. What I'm going to do is cut that and make a ring around there, and then I'm going to polish the dickens out of that, because that'll come out looking like chrome. The reason I know it well is this is aluminum, and the chrome on your molded parts is deposited aluminum, and it'll look good. I got a whole bunch of different thicknesses of this. I bought them online. You'll have to hunt your own if you want it. It's hard to find. I picked up today, made in China, item number 3, sucker. A sucker. I always wanted a sucker. It's an all-day sucker. 50 millimeters, $1.50 at Hobby Lobby, and I got off on the art supply discount today. These bottles, they're absolutely handy. This one here I've got lacquer thinner in. How do I know? Because I rubbed it off. These are 79 cents each. They've been 79 cents for a year or more. You can use a heck out of these. Anyway, lacquer thinner, I use it to clean my brushes. I dip a little bit in each one of these, run the brush through until I get it all clean, mashing it down, getting it all clean, and wiping it off with a rag. Then I soak all this up. These bottles will leak. They'll leak lacquer thinner and stuff like that. There's nothing you can do about leaking. But if you're careful, they won't leak that bad. Let's see what I got in that. Nothing. Isopropyl alcohol, that sits in there. It don't affect the bottle. It works good. What have I got here? Let's see. Trying to hurry this up. Future, I'm letting that dry out. I'm going to try and make some glue. How's that sound? Alright, it's taking days and days and days and days. This is Pledge floor care with Future finish. Tile and vinyl floor finish with Future. That's in there. This long lasting, yeah, it'll last you for a lifetime. Just to give you an idea, I'm not saying you have to buy that, but you have to get some of that, because guess what? You're going to need it. You're going to need it for your windshields and windows, and all kind of stuff. There's all kind of things you can do with it. You can use it to protect paint from your fingerprints. Because it is floor wax, it'll buff up. Okay, I'm trying to make some hinges here. I've cut some of that tubing, and whenever you cut tubing, oh heck, here we go again. Whenever you cut tubing, you're going to get a burr or something like that. These little diamond things, unless it's really small, they'll fit in there and they'll deburr your tubing so that you can, slip that in there. I doubt if these are very good quality diamonds. They don't look like it, but this is a set of files that I got somewhere. Picks of various and sundry kinds. They're handy. Well, this ain't a pick. This is for spreading stuff. You can spread. I use it to spread putty on my bodies. It reaches in and gets a pretty good job done. I got stuff like that. Where's the other one? Here's another one. This is deal. It's from the from the art supply places. Here's one I use the most. It just gets it in there. Now, what else? Chinese curved files. Well, they come in handy. You can get them on the internet pretty cheap. They don't cost a lot. There's not a lot of work to get them. Another very sharp and pointy, give you an owie set of tweezers. I have to have tweezers. I have to have tweezers to work my rep wrap Prussia, because that's how you grab the fine hairs and strings and stuff off the extruder. So I got several dozen different things. Sanding equipment. The Stevens International, they have these sanding sticks of all kinds of grits and stuff like that. They're handy. I can file some things down in just a few seconds with that. They just work wonderful. A lot of grits. This black one's just like the emery board, except it's tiny and they bend. Let's see what else we got. These are the Alpha again. Alpha abrasives, made in Canada. These are 120 and 240 grit sanding files. These work out pretty good for, really hogging some mess out. That's some good stuff. That's also at Hobby Lobby. How much are them? $4. $4. My goodness. You can spend money like nobody's business. Cutting up small pieces, huh? What else am I working on here? Oh, these come in handy for holding stuff if you don't mind mashing it a little bit. This hooks, not forceps, I forget what they're called. They're cool. I take this and make marks on things. Just depends. These are Hobby Lobby. They're not Exacto, but I throw them away after I use them once or so. These last for a while. Now, as far as cut out this cord. It's going to be a cord. Trunk lid. And I got it to fit fairly tight. It's pretty decent. But it's supposed to open like this. And there's supposed to be hinges here, which I sanded off most of them off to clean that up, because they just weren't right. They were wrong. And I said, well, if I'm going to be sanding off the hinges, I'm going to find out how to open and close this. That's why I have this here. I got it the way I have it. That's the way I have it, and that's it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. There's no room down here. There's no room down here to put a hinge, normal hinge. So I'm going to hinge it off of these edges and make it pivot in. It's not supposed to, but that's custom. That's what I'm going to do, because there's just no room here to put hinge material. And there's a lot on this kit. This is that 1965 monogram cord. It's got a lot of mistakes in the molding. There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to have to work my butt off to get this straightened back out again. But, it's a fun kit. There's a lot of neat engineering things in it. Saws. This is my Model Railroad Atlas Super Saw. See, anyway, this is nice and firm, and it's very fine, and it cuts nice. It's really handy. It's much more handy than the ones made for model cars, like this one. And I have a great big one that's that tall. This one here is just too coarse for most things. I hardly ever used it. It's not that good a saw. It's not what we're looking for. This nice fine one, that's pretty decent. That's lasted me years when I was doing model railroad. And here's some other stuff. Let's see. Oh, Timble. If you get afraid of nicking yourself with one of these blades or something, you can do that. Or you can take and stick a tire on here and sand right around it without wearing your finger out. There's a lot of uses. But a Timble, you got to have a Timble. Yeah, I know it's called a thimble. Can't have too many little drill bits. This, made in West Germany, so this is old, not what you would think. But I can grab that tubing with that set of holes, that one there, and not mash it and hold it still while I'm doing something with it. I can grab the rod and bend it and do that kind of stuff. I have other things for bending with, but that's really handy. These are hard to come by. Bar, B-A-R, with an umlaut over the A, made in West Germany. These are good quality. You don't find this everywhere. Let's see.